So it's been a minute since I've done a true story, and I told this story to like two of my girls. I told it to Sam and I told it to Star, and they was both dying. So I figured like this will be a funny story for some of y'all out there. I used to shop at H&M a lot. I used to shop at H&M a lot because like I don't know if they have their online store kicked off just yet, but you know, if they do, they didn't. And I used to be able to fit into like a 12, 14 over there because they have like these like really stretchy sundresses, and that's just where I would get it. And I also get accessories from there because they have really cute accessories like purses and scarves and all types of stuff. It was cheap as shit too. H&M was very cheap when I first started fucking with it, so I was like really into it. And so here I am. I'm in H&M. Like this is like probably like 2 years after the last time I bought H&M for real. And I didn't really think nothing of it. I went to the store and I found a bunch of shit in like 12, 14 that I thought was fly. I thought it was like really dope and I was really excited to try this shit on. So I take like probably like 6 dresses in my hand and I go to the back and there's this nosy ass fucking attendant in the fitting room. And she's looking at all the shit that I have in my hand and she's like, how many? And I was like, 6. And then I thought like she was tripping because like that was like over the limit. I'm like, do I need to put some of these back? And she's like, no. And then I was like, okay. I was like, can I just go in the fitting room? And she was just like, I guess. And so she walks hella slow to the fitting room, unlocks the door, and I go inside and I swear I don't hear her walk away. So I'm like standing next to the door for dumb long, like, okay, bitch, are you going to leave? Because like, I didn't know why the fuck she was standing at the door. I just feel like maybe she might have thought I was stealing or whatever. And I was just like not here for it. So I was just like waiting for her ass to death. Eventually, I'm just like, you know, I'm just like, whatever, I'm just going to try on these clothes if she's standing there, whatever. So I try on the first thing, and I get it like to my shoulders, and I'm like, okay, it's not gonna work. So then I took it off. So then I get to the next item, and I put it on, and right when we get to my boobs, that's when I feel like the constriction. But I'm like, that's okay, like we're gonna keep going. So I pull it all the way down, and I get it past my boobs, and like my boobs like stick out more than my belly does. So once I got it past my boobs and down to my belly, it was smooth sailing, you feel me? I was good. So I was like, okay, and like, so I pulled it down the rest of the way, and when I got it all the way down, that's when I felt it touch my hips, because like my butt and my hips and thighs, that's a whole different measurement, my bitch. So when I got down to my thighs, that's when the shit started constricting and like trying to sink into my skin and become part of my skin. At this point, I'm realizing I can no longer like deeply exhale. Like I'm taking like a little bit of air in, a little bit of air out at the same time. You know what I mean? I can't really do too much breathing and exhaling. And because of me feeling like I can't breathe, I'm starting to try to take this shit off. And I like start to try to pull it up and the dress will not move. I cannot get it up. I'm trying to like, I then start like to the spaghetti strap kind of, so then I tried to like take my arm out of the strap and that wouldn't work either. It was like, I was like pulling it. I almost felt like it was gonna break, but I didn't want to break it, so then I stopped and I was like, oh my god. So then I started freaking out like real bad. Then I started getting real scared. Bitch, I was like I started sweating real hard because I was like, girl, like I'm trapped in this motherfucking dress right now and I don't got not one friend and this bitch outside don't like me already. I'm like bugging. And then I started getting bubble guts, my nigga. Then I started feeling like I'm about to shit on myself because I'm so scared. So then I'm just like, oh god, oh god. And eventually I'm like, you know what? I don't have no motherfucking time, bitch. And I like hooked this shit. I like grabbed the front of the dress and I like went, rah! And I fucking ripped that shit the fuck off. Bitch, we was tearing every motherfucking piece of that dress off, girl. I was like, yes, God, freedom, free us, free us. Okay, I was pulling this shit off so fucking fast, and like it was making a lot of noise. I know I was making hella noise, cause bitch, I was in a struggle. I was in a fucking struggle. And so when I finally got this dress off of me, I sat for a long time and looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, bitch, you just saved your motherfucking life. Let's go get some fucking tacos. But before I got my tacos, bitch, I still had to get out the fucking fitting room. So I put back on my clothes that I had worn to the H&M, gathered all the clothing nicely, and started walking out of the fitting room. And then that bitch that don't like me just showed up out of nowhere. She comes all up into my face, and she's like, "Hi, I can take those from you." And she like tried to take them out my hair, and I was like, oh no, I'm buying all of them. I'm buying them all. And like, no, see, it was mostly rags. Like I had ripped this shit to smithereens. So I was like, okay, bitch, well, I'm gonna buy all this. And then I just walk over to the checkout, and I'm acting like I'm about to purchase this shit. This bitch is watching me for dumb long, because I feel like she heard the struggle of life. Okay, I feel like she heard the struggle of life. Because that's what it was, bitch. I really was feeling like my air supply was like I was losing it. I feel like I was dying slowly. And that shit was trying to squeeze my motherfucking life away, okay, bitch? I was like, oh, hell no. Bitch, let me tell you, when I tapped into my motherfucking rage, that's when the fuck I got that shit off me. That's the only reason I survived, is so I tapped into my fucking rage. I was like, you will not kill me, dress. And I ripped that bitch apart. So I'm standing at the checkout counter with all this shit, trying to act like I'm about to buy this shit, right? And this bitch watching me from the fucking fan room. And I'm like, nigga, go away. So then it comes to the time where it's time for me to like check out. And I go up to the lady. I hand her all this shit. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And I just ran out of H&M hella fast like I was crazy. I was like, ah! Because I was like, I'm not paying for this fucking dress, bitch. Granted, it was like $12.99 or some shit. But still, it was $12.99. I'm not going to get to wear it, bitch. I'm not going to piece that bitch together with more fabric. I'm going to throw that shit away and be sad. So I was like, I don't even have to deal with it. I don't want that shit on my spirit. I want to rebuke. I want to rebuke the dress. I want to